Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. The unthinkable has happened, people. Now, I know it's small, but it's big. Because how is this going to affect the feelings of this person to the other person? What I mean is, Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom, the exalted ruler of the shittiest state in the union, aka California, said something positive about Trump. I know, tripped me out too. So, the coronavirus. And I'm going to speak more about this shit later on. But the coronavirus, he's declared a state of emergency. There's all these cases, LA, San Francisco, Santa Clara. Santa Clara just banned any gatherings of groups of 1,000 people or more. So when asked about it, Gavin Newsom said, yeah, the Trump administration, Vice President Pence has been great. They've given us everything that we asked for. Now hold up. According to Gavin Newsom, Trump hates California. He wants to get all the illegals out, crazy, stupid shit like that. He wants to help with the homeless problem, so fuck him, right? So Gavin Newsom has had a lot of bad things to say about Trump. Trump's had a lot of bad shit to say about him. But in this case, in this scenario, somehow, Trump came through. So what does that mean? That means Trump has the best interests of Americans at heart. Or he wouldn't have done anything. Because this shit, like I said before, I think is overblown. I've heard people saying that, well, the coronavirus incubates inside of you for a month before you really see the results, before, you see it present itself with symptoms and things like that. Is that true? I don't know. I guess we'll know in a couple weeks after a month is up. But according to Gavin Newsom, Trump wouldn't do this. He wouldn't help California because he hates California, right? No, wrong. California hates Californians. So like I said, how is this going to affect the way that Newsom talks about Trump from now on? Because now he's not the bad guy. He's not the bad guy that you thought he was. So what are you going to say now? Hey, I can't talk shit. He helped us out when we needed it. Of course, that's his job. Take a note from his fucking book. Take a page out of his book, Gavin. Help the people. Forget the person in charge. You're not important. We are. Now, as far as the coronavirus, the hypocrisy of the coronavirus outrage. Now, there was this little thing that came creeping through here. I don't know if you remember, called the swine flu. Was it with the H1N1? Way worse. Way worse. So after reading some things, there were like 3 million cases of H1N1. Like over 3 million Americans affected. 3 million. There were over 1,000 deaths before Obama declared a state of emergency. Trump did that shit pretty much immediately, right off the bat. That wasn't enough for people. He waited too long. He fucked it all up. How? He declared it before there was even one death. Obama waited till there were 1,000. And you don't remember the media outrage with the H1N1. This shit is crazy. This is the media's fault. This is the mainstream mediocre's fault. This is China's fucking fault for not containing this. It's not the epidemic, the outbreak that everybody is making it out to be. You got people, you can't even get toilet paper at Costco. Hand sanitizer. Water is hard to come by in some areas. Because people are freaking the fuck out, stockpiling like it's doomsday. And I don't know why, unless you're going to self-quarantine, I guess. But this shit is ridiculous. You didn't see this when Obama was going through it because he had the media on his side. The media stamped down the outrage. But they're not doing it this time because it's in their best interest to make Trump look like shit. Oh, it's Trump's fault. The coronavirus is making the economy tank. No, it's not. It's a war over oil between Russia and Saudi Arabia. That's what's fucking up the market. They had an agreement. Russia felt like, we've been doing our part, you haven't been doing yours. So Saudi Arabia said, fuck it. We're going to flood the market and drop the price of oil. It's fucking everything up. That's why the economy is tanking. That's why the stock market has had some bad days. It'll rebound, but it's not Trump's fault. You want to blame somebody, blame Russia, Saudi Arabia, and fucking China. But I thought Trump was in bed with Russia. So it was collusion. Trump is giving Putin under the table hand jobs like the mainstream mediocres have been telling us. Then why the fuck would Russia do this to us? Unless that's a bunch of bullshit. Now, if the people, like I said, if the people are right about the symptoms laying dormant for a month and then it hits you, we'll find out. If this turns into some really serious epidemic and all these people are infected and all these people are dying, I'll change my tune. But like I said in previous videos, look at the numbers of the flu. Something we deal with every single year. Not a fraction of the outrage and the fucking insanity that you're seeing from the coronavirus. What the fuck is going on here? You got to look at who's benefiting from this hysteria. That's exactly what it is. They're canceling events. You can have gatherings of 1,000 or more people. What kind of crazy shit is this? But any other time, the flu, the common cold, all that other shit, no problem. Business as usual. Doesn't sound weird to anybody? Now, speaking of sounding weird, so Wade and his mom, his wife, Gabrielle Union, they took their son or their daughter, whatever, Zaya, to the Truth Awards. That shit pisses me off. The truth. I hate when people say, you're living your truth. I'm living my truth. There's only one truth. Dummy, the truth. That's it. Don't complicate shit. Don't add layers to it. There's the truth and then there's lies. That's it. There aren't these different versions and different shades of the truth. There's only one. So they had a little family outing. It was Wade, his mom, his wife, and their daughter, their sauter, right? They went out with their sauter. So they're standing there with this girl who's interviewing people, and she's terrible, by the way. She starts off the interview. There's Wade, the sauter, and the mom wife. The wom. I'm going to call her the wom, the wife mom. So they're standing there, and the terrible interviewer starts the interview. She puts the mic in Wade's face, and he says, "No, we'll start with the wom, ladies first." He said, "We'll start with the wife, ladies first." What the fuck? You bitch ass beta male! Reach in her purse, get your balls out, and put them back on, man. The fuck? So this simp, this Ken doll crotch, hands it over to the wom. And she starts talking we're allies and all this gibberish. Allies against what? Ally means war. There's sides going on here. There's a battle. And you're an ally to who? To the LGBT alphabet soup group, Ku Klux Trans? You're an ally to them for what? What's happening to them? Who's persecuting them and oppressing them? Who is their battle against? Normalcy? The nuclear family? What's going on? Who's hurting them? No one. Nothing is going on. They don't need fucking allies. But that goes back to the virtue signaling. That makes them feel good. That strokes them. You're good. You're so accepting. You're awesome. You have a trans kid. Oh my God. You're so great. That's what they need. Any means necessary. The cost doesn't matter. The juice is always worth the squeeze. Even if it's at their kids' detriment. So the WOM talks. And then she passes it over to the dickless wonder, Wade. He used to, oh, well, we're learning, and while we're learning, we're trying to teach, and we're trying to change the narrative. The narrative of what? That pushing your 12-year-old to be the opposite sex is fucking crazy? That's the narrative you want to change? Why? So then this terrible interviewer goes to the solder, to Zaya, and asks her, well, you know, people young and old, you've become an inspiration and all this shit. And the way the kid answers the question is sad. He's talking about, oh, well, I was trying to find who I am and I just stopped looking and here I... It sounded ridiculous. It sounded like somebody told him to say that. It sounded like he was coached. He's 12. He don't know shit yet. You can't fill a thimble with what a 12-year-old knows. These waters are too deep for him. It's too complicated. They obviously told him what to say. And I take that back. Not they. Gabrielle Union told him what to say. She's behind all this. But it was so sad and awkward to see that little boy in that situation under all this pressure. Why are you doing this to him? It was just the way he spoke. He spoke like a 12-year-old. Not very deep. Very shallow. Even he was like, and yeah, and that's where we are. Like he didn't have any in-depth, profound things to say about this major transition in his life. That's because he's too young. This is disgusting. What are you doing? And he was wearing a suit, but I thought he was a girl. Girls wear dresses. I don't know. I'm just a dumb regular person, right? I'll put a link in the description box to the video. I think it was like 2 minutes long or something. That shit was disgusting. D-Wade and Gabrielle Union are pieces of shit. To put your son through that. Son, I'm sorry. You're not a girl. Say, oh, I just called you son. I called you that because you're a boy. When you become an adult, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to push psychosis on you. I'm not going to pull you down the path of possible suicide. More than 40% of transgenders kill themselves even after surgery, even after their final solution. This is what I've wanted. This is what I feel. Oh, I have it? It's still not good enough. Boom. And you're going to push your child down this path? You're going to allow this woman to push your child down this path? We're allies. Allies to what? There ain't no fucking war going on. There's no war on transgender or gay people. Their war is against us. Their war is against the nuclear family. Their war is against normalcy. Yes, there is a such thing as normal. And pushing I can't even say that they're allowing their son to do this. They're making him do this shit. They're pushing it on him. Do you know the lengths a child will go to impress their parents, to please their parents? Do you know the pain, the anguish, and abuse that they will sit on and stay quiet about just to please their parents? I don't think this little boy believes that shit. Just watch the video. Watch the way he talks about it. Like he doesn't know a lot about it. Like this is just this generic, general answer that he's told to give. I'd like to be a fly on the wall inside of their limousine to and from these events. Let's see how Gabrielle is coaching him and telling him what to say. That shit is foul. And somebody in the comments about a video, the first video I did about this when she took that little boy to the fucking gay pride parade in Miami. That was strike number 1. Someone said, well, why do you care? What does someone else's kid have to do with you, though? And they spell it T-H-O, you fucking idiot. I'll tell you what it has to do, how it has to do with me. This is a community. So when you raise a fucked up kid, he comes out in the community with us. That's why we're in the situation now with this bullshit, where the lines are being blurred. Your boys are girls, your girls are boys. No, we're not going to have boys sections and girl sections in the store. It's just a section. Let's knock all these walls down. Erase all these lines in society. Take away the thing that fucking got us here. That's why we got these motherfucking cross-dressers reading to kids at the library. That's what happens. So it's not just in your home. It doesn't stay inside the four walls of your home. That shit spills out into the public area. That's why it's my concern too. And you didn't see nothing wrong with an adult taking a child at the time 11 to a gay pride parade. There's not something wrong with us. There's something wrong with you. But like I said, I'll put the video, a link to the video in the description box. You look and see for yourself. You look and see how weird it is. What the fuck? Oh, well, pass it to the wife. Ladies first. Motherfucker, you're not walking through a door. She asked you a question. But you deferred to your mom, your wife mom. What kind of... That's weird, man. That is just fucking weird. Oh, we'll go to the wife. Ladies first. Man, you bitch-ass piece of shit, D-Wade, allowing your child to be shoved and pulled down that path. That's some sick shit. But let me hop into the last part of my weekend. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. Do not forget to also get your Jericho Green notification tone, fanatictones.com, link in the description box. They're just $1.29 a pop. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.